Hello everybody, I'm Barry, and today I want to talk about something absolutely atrocious that I put myself through that actually ended up being much better than previously expected, and that is reading the entire Boruto manga in a day. Yes, I know, I'm pathetic. But before I get into that, I need to explain why exactly I did this. Last video I talked a bit about Attack on Titan, my first thoughts of the series and all that, and at the end of the video I say, my next video is going to be what if Boruto was never born? Me, an idiot, didn't realize that this video was going to be ridiculously hard to make and is a concept that is extremely time consuming, and it requires me to read the entire manga that has been released so far and formulate some sort of cohesive opinion of how the story would go if the main character was just not there. Now this video is still coming out and it should be my next video, but I ended up learning much more about the series than I originally thought I would. And that is exactly what this video is about. So with that out of the way, let's just get into Boruto's manga being far better than Boruto's anime. The first example of this being the case is the fact that Boruto being the annoying brat that hates his father in the anime is way more exemplified due to the distance between the start of the show and the Momoshiki fight, which effectively ended his hatred towards Naruto. In the anime, this gap lasted for 65 episodes, and considering it's a weekly anime, it's well over a year, whereas in the manga, it's resolved in about 8 chapters. And when reading the manga, at no point do you really feel as though Boruto is just a stuck-up brat like you do in the anime. All the sly comments about Naruto in the anime fillers aren't present in the manga, so you really only see Boruto's hatred of Naruto after Himawari's birthday, where Naruto's clone drops the cake, Boruto goes ballistic, you know the deal. So if, like many other people, you despised Boruto hating Naruto for seemingly no reason, the manga handles the situation much better than the anime did, in my opinion. And this really all comes down to pacing. In the manga, there is constant action going straight from seeing Sasuke for the first time, to the Chunin exams, to the Momoshiki fight, then to Shoujoji and seeing the Karma Seal for the first time. All of this happens in the span of a few chapters, whereas in the anime it quite literally takes years, with horrendously long filler gaps in between. The next big thing I noticed was a bit of a negative for the Boruto manga, and it's the panel art being kinda meh. It may just be because I'm used to seeing the characters in the anime, but the proportions and character designs are a bit weird in my opinion. Like Konohamaru in the manga has a full-on afro similar to what we saw in the anime for a few episodes, and I understand this is much more subjective, but in my opinion the art isn't the greatest, and the character designs in the anime are much better. But you do end up getting used to them as you read through it, and the anime and manga designs for the characters kind of blend together somewhat. Also, a couple of the big fights in the series are pretty different. Naruto and Sasuke's fight with Momoshiki ended much quicker in the manga, which proved my point even more that Ishiki would beat all the Otsutsukis, but whatever. Momoshiki really couldn't do anything to Naruto and Sasuke in the manga, who are all the while just beating the out of Momoshiki, whereas in the anime you see Naruto having to save Sasuke, use elaborate plans to hit Momoshiki, etc. Naruto and Sasuke's fight with Jigen is also a little bit different, as it seems like Jigen stomped them even harder in the manga. Naruto's expansive shadow clones that you see in the anime was not really the case in the manga, and at no point did you really think they had any sort of chance of beating this guy, but overall the results of these fights were the same. And my final point about the Boruto manga is that it is simply all the good parts of the Boruto anime, minus all the trash. That's definitely not to say there's nothing good about the anime. I make that clear in my Boruto filler video, but for everybody that is anime only and has abandoned the Boruto series, I would definitely suggest reading the manga and just giving it a shot. The pacing is obviously miles better than the anime, and being able to anticipate these fights getting animated is a very fun experience, and in my opinion it's better than going in blind, as you get to fully appreciate the fight one more time and see just how good these Boruto animators are. If you just watch the anime, that's all you really see, but if you see the manga and then see the finished product in the animation, it's almost much more rewarding in my opinion. But my final opinion on the manga is that the anime seriously doesn't hold a candle to it, which is honestly a bit disappointing. And what I mean by that is, if you told me you can only read the manga or watch the anime, I would 100% pick the manga every time. And this is coming from someone that despises reading. I will most likely be doing some chapter reviews in the future, but I wanted to keep this video somewhat anime only friendly since this video is kind of meant for those anime only watchers. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, liking, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff, really helps. But either way, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.